Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Monday, December 15th, 2025. You may follow me on the tube, my blog or not. Totally up to you. That's Harley. You can follow her here as well. Calm down, baby. I would say she's jonesing for her pain medication, but she's not. She doesn't need it technically for another 2 hours. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use Faded, a Pocket Love Oracle by Athene Nactua. Y'all know I don't know how to pronounce names. All right. There you go. Thank you. I love you. Go away. Don't be whiny today. So I woke up to my phone being stuck on Facebook. Like I didn't realize when I fell asleep, I had been scrolling through Facebook. And I came across the article about Rob Reiner and his wife passing away. They were murdered by their son? They were red rummed by their son? Seriously, y'all? What the And he probably loved his parents. Think about the fact that I don't necessarily have anything to do with one of mine. I wouldn't do that. He probably loved both his parents. What the hell? Anyway, I was very surprised. Definitely saddened. I'm very grateful and thankful for what I do and don't have. I got 2 on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. Okay. I need a bigger place. I need a 3rd bedroom, so that way I can just put a 3rd bedroom with just litter boxes. That way I don't have to smell it in the rest of the house. Because seriously, who did that? You know I'm in here working, you crazy cats. Red flag. Karmic relationship. Romantic connection. Listen, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. I love this because we keep getting this. We keep getting somebody's getting red flags about a romantic relationship that's really karmic. This is good, though. This is good because if you're the one out there getting the red flags and I'm telling you, hey, you're getting red flags, then you know those are red flags. And there's no going back from that. Electrolyte drink. Watermelon. There's no going back from that. Now you have your own instinct and you have a person telling you, hey, those are red flags. Listen, it's not that there's not any romance there. It's not that there's not any good stuff there, right? Quote unquote karmic relationships typically start off quote unquote normal, right? Every relationship basically starts off normal. 2 people are happy to be together. Here's the thing. You start to see each other's truths, right? But here's the thing. Karmic relationships, one of those truths, one of those people's truths, not so great. Not so great. And I've said this before. I've said it, I don't know, tens, hundreds of times. Maybe I'm the karmic one, right? Maybe I start dating somebody and I break up with them and they look at me as their karmic. And so let me give you an example. The guy that I was seeing in September for, I don't know, like a month-ish. Well, online for like 2 weeks, out offline for 2 weeks, about a month. So here's the thing. I called it quits with him because he never wanted to spend any time together. How are you ever supposed to know if you jive with somebody and you're supposed to be together if you never spend any actual time together, right? Now, that's how I look at it. He could have looked at it like, oh my God, she's needy. She needs to be around me every single second of the day. He would probably look at me as karmic. I didn't look at him as karmic. I just looked at it like you don't want to be in a relationship. That's how I looked at it. Like you don't really want to be in a relationship. You just want to say you're in a relationship. You don't want to spend any time with anybody. You want to sit at home and sleep. Like play video games, watch TV with your mom, whatever the hell you do. Like he just didn't want to be in a relationship. But based on what I said to him, he probably looked at me as needy, clingy, and he probably thought, oh, like this is a red flag. Like, I don't want to be with her anyway, right? So in that situation, like I would have been the karmic. He would have looked at me as the karmic. Do I look at it like that? No. Are there always three truths to every situation? Yes. Yours, the other person's, and God's. God knows the truth. There's no going back from that. God sees everything. God knows the truth. And again, in that type of situation, I don't really think anybody's right or wrong. I think there's two different perspectives. But I'm sure that even if he didn't know the word karmic, he probably labeled me as clingy and needy. And really, I'm just standing there thinking, like, how are we ever supposed to like see if we mesh, see if we belong together if we're never together, you know? Two different opinions, one situation. Only God knows the full truth, right? I mean, I kind of gave you the full truth because again, it's two different perspectives. And not everybody can look at a situation like that. Not everybody can be on it, honest and look at it from that perspective. Some people are just in their own head and they only think about their own thoughts and themselves. That's fine. Eventually you'll figure it out and you'll have that epiphany moment and you'll realize, like, I'm not the only person in the world. It's okay. Eventually it happens. I think, and I've told you guys this before, I really think that happened for me when I got divorced from the ex-husband. Because I changed. I think I talked about this yesterday or the day before. Because I changed and he didn't. The thing is I knew who he was when I married him. And I married him because I was in love with him. And I loved him for who he was. But when I changed, I no longer felt the same way. That was nothing about on him. That was on me. Why should he have to change for me because I changed? He was always who he was. You see what I'm saying? Okay, why did I want to say unagi from from Friends? If you ever watched Friends when they're like unagi. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Take what you will from it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I hope everybody is having. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. I hope everybody has an even more fabulous Monday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.